So Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, so in this good opportunity, let me present to you about research entitled Analysis of Syngas Results of the Maindepth coal gasification process with gasification downdraft methods. Okay, the first is introduction, the background. The total resources owned by Indonesia are 106,845 billion tons, and then coal reservoirs are 32,263 billion tons. And also, it can be clean energy utilization, and gasification could meet the future energy consumption. Our research purposes are obtain the highest syngas composition value due to the influence of the type of coal seam, and then obtain the power output value of resulting syngas, and then also explain the effect of the type of coal seam on the increasing of the temperature and flame duration, and then the last, obtain the calorific value of the resulting syngas. What our research problems are: the first, the effect of the type of coal seam on the increase in temperature and duration of ignition. Second is the effect of coal seam type on syngas composition. The third is the effect of the type and coal seam on the highest power output value of the syngas produced. Right, next, the literature review. Coal. So what is coal? Coal is formed from several elements such as high oxygen, sulfur, carbon, nitrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, mercury, and arsenic, which are all from decaying organic material, based on Spade 2005. The quality of each coal deposit is determined by temperature and pressure and the length of time it forms, which is referred to as organic maturity. And here, there is the name of every seam of the coal. For example, Mangus upper seam A2, Mangus lower for seam A1 for Mangus upper, Mangus lower A2, Suban upper B1, Suban lower B2, Petai for seam C. Right, gasification. What is gasification? Gasification technology is a form of increasing the energy contained in a coal through a conversion from a solid phase to the gas phase using a thermal degradation process of organic material at a high temperature in incomplete combustion using limited air, from 20% until 40% air, based on Triviananto 2015. And what is downdraft? Downdraft gasifier is a reactor with the direction of the flow of air and raw materials both going down. And here the picture that I can show to you, that there is a downdraft gasification that you can see. Next is the effect of coal seam types on syngas product. Factors affecting the gasification process based on BASU 2010. The first is calorific value, second moisture, third as, fourth tar, and the fifth as or slagging. The type of coal is very important to the desired syngas yield. This is caused by various factors, including the content of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, volatile, and the calorific value of the coal itself. So our research method using the prototype. The first is it can be seen in the picture is there is a reactor here, and then separator cyclone here, and then the third is temporary gas reservoir here, and then the fourth is absorber here, and then the fifth is there is a filter here, stacked gas pipe, and then the sampling the produced here. Flow diagram. Flow diagram track A1, A2, BC of the coal that you can analyze the characteristic first, and then doing the preparation for the size of the coal, and then we oven it and then put to the gasifier based on the size and then the type of the coal, and then it will produce carbon and then the syngas that will be used for genset and the stove. Result discussion. The effect of coal seam layer types on the increase in combustion in temperature. Based on the diagram, the highest temperature is in the type C and then the lowest in the type A1 with the red color. And then the effect of coal seam type on flame duration is the highest flame duration is the type C in 30 minutes. And then the lowest is type 1. Next is the effect of coal seam type on the syngas composition. And it can be seen here that the highest composition of methane is the purple is type C, and then the highest composition of carbon dioxide is in type 1, and then the highest composition of oxygen is in the type 1 with the blue color. The effect of coal seam type on the syngas heating value is the highest heating value is also related with the previous research is type C, the highest heating value, and then the lowest heating value still A1. And then the effect of the coal seam type of the power output, the highest power output is in the type C, is related with the calorific value with the power output 7.2 kilowatt. So the conclusions are the fastest temperature increase is shown by the type C coal with calorific value 5,217.9419 calorie per gram with a flame time of 13 minutes. And then the increase of temperature and life of time of the flame is due to the low value of moisture contained in a coal. Second, the type of coal seam is one of the factors that affect the generated syngas. This factor is caused by the composition in the coal affects the high and low value of methane gas that will be formed. The last is the high power output value is due to the high energy content owned by the coal. The higher power output is the type C coal, which is 7.2034 kilowatt. Okay, here's are the pictures of the research. You can see here of the coal and then of the prototype, and then there's the syngas produced and then the combustion. Thank you very much. That's all about my presentation. Thank you and see you. Bye-bye.